look like me when I try to like set up a TV.
How dare you.
Good. Long time to see.
I know, right? I feel like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, right.
You guys ready?
Go for it.
So Caitlin, you're fighting Jessica Eye coming out to the next fight. Does it seem like that is the title eliminator fight? Does it seem like the winner of that fight will fight the winner of Joanna Valentina? Is that pretty much confirmed at this point?
The UFC hasn't confirmed it, but I think, I might be a little biased, but I think it is, and I think from the feedback I've been getting on social media and and from different media outlets, I think a lot of people are assuming that that's the winner of our fight will be the number one contender.
So Jara missed weight obviously yesterday, so she has a fight against Roxanne tonight. If she wins, there's probably less of a chance now that she would get a title shot. So to you, is that even more a bit of a confirmation and cementing that the winner of your fight with Jessica will get that shot?
Yeah, I think that was kind of up in the air, either, depending the winner of me and Jessica or Sarge and Roxanne, one of those winners would get the next title shot. Unfortunately, I think that with Sajara missing weight, I think that would kind of solidify our fight as the number one contender. But, things have been really crazy the last couple of weeks, so you never know.
So Jara is your teammate, and you guys spar together. At what point does it get complicated in this division with both of you guys really right there for the title shot?
Yeah, I mean, if it's for a title, you fight. That's kind of just how our whole team is. It's business. If it's just for the title, then we'll figure it out from there.
So you wouldn't fight unless it's for the title?
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is it because both of you guys are vying for that title shot and you're both kind of really one win away? Many people feel. Is there any, not hard feelings, but is there some tension at all, or is it you guys keep it cool?
I mean, we've already fought before, so
Right.
that kind of, there's not as much tension because it's already kind of been there, done that. But I think from the moment that, she moved to New Jersey, we kind of just knew, hey, we don't have many training partners. Let's just train together. We spar together. We'll get each other better. And then, if we get to the title, then we'll worry about it then.
How do you see that Joanna Valentina fight going?
I see Valentina winning. I think that their styles together, I think it's going to be like a 5-round kickboxing fight similar to Joanna and Carolina. I see it kind of being similar to that, only going in Valentina's way. I think she's a little bit stronger.
Have you thought at all about how you'd match up with Valentina?
Yeah, I mean, well, for 2 weeks I was planning on fighting her because when they offered Sajara the fight, I was going to be the backup to to come in and weigh. They were going to have me weigh in, and if someone didn't make weight, then I would have stepped up. So, it was only for like 8 days, but those were like an intense 8 days where I was like, okay, I'm fighting for the title. In 3 weeks, I'm fighting for the title. So, and Valentina's been on my radar even before because I fought at bantamweight, and I thought maybe I would fight her. I like watching her fights, so I've always been interested in her. And then when they opened up the flyweight, I knew that even though Nico was the champ, I kind of always looked at Valentina as going to be, in the future for me.
So when Valentina versus Sarge was going to be the main event of this card, they were going to put you on this card as well. In a fight, or just as a backup fighter?
Not a fight. They were going to have me come and weigh in, kind of like they did for the Dallas for the Darren Till fight. They were going to have me come and weigh in, everything the same. Yeah.
We'll break down Jessica for us. I mean, she seemed like she's on a reemergence, or she's rising up. Even though she's ranked 9 now, do you feel that she's much more dangerous than a number 9? And break down her skills for us.
Yeah, I think she's ranked number 9, but I think we all know like this division, the rankings don't really mean anything. I think, besides once they set the title fight between Valentina and Johanna, I think pretty much the names being discussed were me, Jessica Eye, and Sajara. No one was really concerned with the rankings, so she's 9, but I think that me and her are kind of like the main names that are being talked about besides the title fight that's already booked. So yeah, I mean, me and her have both been in the UFC for a while. I think, like, I'm undefeated at 125. I think she has one loss at 125. So it makes sense that me and her would be in the talks for the winner of Valentina and Joanna. But yeah, I think she's really good everywhere. She has a lot of experience. I remember when I was fighting amateur, I fought in Ohio and she was there, and I'm like, oh wow, she fights in the UFC. That's cool, you know. And I was still amateur, and it was funny because that's when I was like, she fights at 35, but I was like, and I was fighting at 125, but I was like, I'm probably gonna fight her one day, you know. Just there's only so many girls, so you kind of all run into each other. But I think she's really good everywhere. I don't think she's particularly great in one area. So yeah.
Your teammate Eddie Alvarez recently signed with one championship. Is that a cool thing that there are other avenues for fighters outside of UFC to make as much money as they can?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know that was ever I think a lot of people didn't know that was even possible. So when they did that, I was pretty shocked, but in a good way. You know, I think that's awesome. I've been following one because my other teammate Gary Tonin fights for there. Yeah, I think that's awesome. You know, and even in the future, if there's going to be more of that, I think it's better for the fighters, especially in the UFC, to have other options. And there'll be more fights, so maybe they can do eventually a one-off fight. Maybe a UFC fighter could do one fight there instead of just completely signing to there or any other organization. So maybe more super fights between organizations seems like it would be a cool idea.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that contract thing. Did you go back and look at your contract to see if you saw any sort of clause in there that mentioned the same sort of wording?
No, I didn't, but maybe I should right now. No, but that whole thing happened. I was going back and forth with contracts between fighting, being the backup, maybe fighting for the title and all that stuff. So after that week died off, I was like, all right, I need a break of the word contracts for a minute. But yeah.
Has it been unfortunate to kind of see some of the fan backlash against Sarge? She's taken a lot of heat from the fans on social media, and she got booed yesterday at weigh-ins. It's just been a weird few weeks for her. Is that kind of unfortunate?
Yeah, I mean, it is unfortunate. I think that when, there's so much pressure for us as fighters, it's an individual sport for, to deal with all that and it's always coming, most of the time it's coming from people that have never even come close to experiencing anything that we do. But I mean, it's all how you take it. I don't, it bothers some people. For me, it doesn't really bother me. I find it funny, and I kind of try not to entertain it, and then it doesn't escalate more. But yeah, it's unfortunate that you have to worry about fighting, making weight, fighting, and then you also have to worry about what fans say. But without the fans, we wouldn't be here. So it's kind of part of the business.
I need your prediction. Who wins, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Cardi B.
Tell me how.
Cardi B's I feel like she's probably had a lot more experience than me. She's probably been in a few fights, so definitely Cardi B.
You were all about this rock.
Oh my god, I was so obsessed with it. My new thing now, I'm obsessed with Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson's relationship.
But it's over now, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know, we'll see. It's only been a week, so.
You're holding out hope.
Yeah, I'm holding hope.
What about predictions for tonight's main event?
I'm gonna go with DC. I mean, I'm entertained by the fight. I hope it's not boring. I like Derek Lewis, and if he were to get that one punch knockout, I'm gonna be in my my seat cheering. I'm be super excited for that. But I think DC's is a higher level fighter.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Katie.
So who's your favorite sparring partner ever?
Yeah.
Really helpful.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Is the fight gonna happen? Is it gonna go down?